Dear students, today I start with isometric projection. In fact, we are trying this in our new studio called with the name Sarami Digital Studio. It's an effort we are doing in order to make the things clear for your purpose. Today I start with a new chapter called by the name isometric projection. You can see here isometric projection. In order to understand this isometric projection, you need to go back into the consequence and the process that we follow in orthographic projection. See, orthographic projection, so far you have done everything in orthographic projection. That means projection of points, projection of lines, projection of planes, projection of solids, everything we have done in orthographic projection. What is orthographic projection? In orthographic projection, the observer used to write the front view, the top view and the side view and as many views separately. I repeat once again, in orthographic projection, the observer or the user used to write the front view, top view and side view separately, but there is a big exercise takes place in your mind in combining front view, top view and side view together. So there is a big drawback. Person who has undergone a course on orthographic projection can only express what is this object is. Let me take an example. You take a small box. I'll show you. In order to make you to understand this isometric projection, I take this example. You take this box. I am asking you to draw the front view, top view, side view from orthographic projection. See what observer will do. He will fix his eye in this direction as it is written orthogonally in order to write the front view. See, I'll write here. This is the front view. Right? So as you know, as per the first angle projection, you are supposed to write the front view here, you are supposed to write the top view here, and adjacent to front view, you are supposed to write the side view. Okay, that is called a profile plane. This is what we have taught. Okay, once again I will come back. Assuming that I wanted to draw the orthographic projection of this box, what observer will do? Observer is fixed orthogonally to the front side of the box and he will write the front view, and that's what I have written here. And if the observer come to the top, look at my pen, say this, you are looking at this box in the top orthogonally, and accordingly you are going to write, this is what the top view of the box. This is the top view of the box. Okay, this is the top view of the box. Again, observer will come once again orthogonally to this side in order to write the side view of the box. So you have written front view, you have written the top view and you have written the side view. Here, side view comes on the profile plane. See, what is the biggest drawback of this orthographic projection? Now I am saying orthographic as the drawback, but when you are teaching about orthographic projection, we never said this drawback. I tell you later whether it is a really good drawback or a bad one. Okay, look at this one. This is the front view, this is the top view and side view of the box. But ultimately, what is the interesting thing is, none of these views will not clearly tell this is the box. Now I'll try one. You have to tell me how much you are comfortable. Okay? See, what I am saying is, here front view, top view and side view in orthographic projection, they are separate. All these three views are combined in your mind in order to express that this is the box. Now I'll make one attempt wherein which you will tell me how much you are comfortable is. What I do is, I take the same box, I hold this corner, I turn it by 30 degree. Okay, otherwise I'll take this corner. I turn this box by 30 degree. What is that you are seeing? You are seeing the front view and side view simultaneously. Hold the same corner, lift the 30 degree back. That means I turn by 30 degree in this direction and lift the back by 30 degree. Holding this front corner, remain at the same position. What is the greatest advantage is, you will see the front view, you will see the side view, you will see the top view simultaneously. I'll show you what is that you are saying. See, whatever you have seen here is the front view of the box. So this is the front view. Whatever you have written here, you are writing here, is the side view of the box. And what is that you are seeing is the top view of the box. Now you tell me, this is what I have written in orthographic projection. This is the one more attempt I have made by turning by 30 degree. At least, if the observer is having a drawback of expressing, at least this picture or this sketch will show you how much comfortably you can express that this is the box. Whether here you need intellectual ideas to combine them together to express that this is the box. You see, the board, on the board itself, anybody can express this, it looks like a box. Whereas, in order to say that this is a box, person should undergo one course on orthographic projection. So, common man cannot understand this orthographic projection. Ultimately, you have to go for this way, this approach. This is what is called isometric projection. But there is a drawback with the isometric projection also. What is the drawback is, in orthographic projection, all these lines are in true length. All these lines are in true length. I said this is the drawback, but it's not really a drawback. A maker, manufacturer, for example, if you give a drawing to a civil engineer, to one of the masonry or a contractor, he needs the size of the site, he needs the size of the walls, he needs the size of the window, everything in true length, because they are going to make the product. Whereas here, what is the biggest drawback? I said the drawback with this, combining them together at one attempt, it's difficult. That's what the drawback. But what is the drawback of this? When you turn this object by 30 degree and when you lift the object by 30 degree, none of these lines are not available in true length. They are available in isometric length. Isometric length, which is shorter. See, isometric length is always shorter than true length. So ultimately, maker or a producer or a manufacturer cannot use this one. You can ask me, then what is the use of this isometric projection? See, customer wanted to be, or customer has to be convinced about how his product looks like. Whereas here it's very difficult to convince. Even suppose if you are going for a house construction, if a civil engineer wanted to convince, say, this is the top view of your house, this is the front view of your house, and this is the side view, you will not be convinced with this one. Whereas this can be, he can be easily convinced to the customer. That's why people used to say that isometric projection is for the customer, one who want to be convinced, whereas this is being used for the manufacturer or maker. So, what is the drawback of this one? Combining them together is difficult in order to express the object, whereas here one look, one setup, one sketch will give you an idea of front view, top view and side view simultaneously. Here they are separate. But what is the drawback of this one? None of these lengths are not in true length, they are in isometric length. What is the relation? Isometric length is equal to approximately 0.8 times the true length. That means if this measures 10 centimeter, here true length is 0.8 of 10 centimeter means 8 centimeter it becomes. If this is, say for example, 5 centimeter, the isometric length is 0.8 into 5 centimeter becomes 4 centimeter, I mean 40 millimeter. So none of the lines are not in true length here, they are all in isometric length. These are in true length, whereas all these lines are in isometric length. That is the greater. So hope you understood what is the advantage of it. So what we do in this chapter is, we goes on dictate some problem about the information about the object. What you need to do is, just you hold one corner, turn it by 30 degree, lift it by 30 degree, and you write the front view, you write the side view, and you write the top view simultaneously in one look. That is what isometric. If you want, you will be convinced with one problem. You can see the problem here. Draw the isometric projection of a cube of 50 millimeter. I repeat once again, draw, this is one problem I am dictating now, draw isometric projection of a cube of 50 millimeter. So I will do that problem. I will do that problem. See, what we do is, every time, see, this is what the explanation I have given to you. This is what the explanation I have given to you, that you have to turn it by 30 degree, you have to lift it by 30 degree. Every time you can't do that. So what we do is, this is what the object, a cube is given to you of about 50 millimeter size. So what you need is, you need to undergo an imaginary process of holding the corner. Assuming that this is the cube, hold the corner, turn it by 30 degree, lift it by 30. What is your object? Your object is cube. Your object is cube. So what I do is, first I draw one line like this. Then I take a line in this direction by 30 degree. I take another line That means I am making a ground preparation. I am making a ground preparation to draw this sketch. And you draw another line by vertically. So one line in 30-degree direction, in another line is in 30-degree direction. Now on this platform, you are supposed to write the isometric projection on this platform. But what we do is actually, I'll show you now. So now I have to draw the isometric projection of the cube. What is the size of the cube? 50 millimeter. Every time isometric length is equal to 0.8 times thumb rule. It is a thumb rule. In fact, it comes a little bit fraction, 0.816 something it is coming. But I took a whole number, I mean one fraction I have taken, one digit I have taken, 0.8 times the true length. So if you take 0.8 into 50, everything you are supposed to write in millimeter, 50, it becomes 40 millimeter. So now what you do is, every line, since it is a cube, every line is 50 millimeter. I'll do it once again. Hold this corner, rotate by 30 degree. What happens? Earlier it was showing 50 millimeter. Now when you turn by 30 degree, proportionally it reduces, compresses. Hope you are following. So now you take 0.8 times the 50 millimeter, 40 means you take a 40 millimeter in this direction. You take height also 40 millimeter. So this is 40. Don't take it till I finish the problem. Here it is 40. Now what you do is, you finish off the front view. Don't write the front view, just I am explaining. See what I have done? I hold this corner, I held this corner, I turned by 30 degree. It has become, actually it is 40 millimeter, actually it is 50 millimeter, it has came down to 40 millimeter. So that's what your front view. Look at this side, there is a side view. That also you do. Already there exists every line should be inclined by 30 degree. Now you take by another 40 millimeter. It's not actually 40, it's really 50. True length is 50, it has shortened to 40 millimeter. Now at a distance of 40 millimeter here, you draw one vertical line. So what is that you have finished? You have finished side view. Just if you draw a 30 degree line in this fashion, 30 degree line, this line should be parallel to this and this line should be parallel to this. What is that you have obtained is isometric projection. You see how simple this problem is. I repeat once again, rotate by 30 degree, lift by 30 degree. For every time this corner must be fixed. Rotate by 30 degree, lift by 30 degree. Lift the back side by 30 degree. Holding this corner remain at the same position. So you will see the front view, you will see the side view, you will see the top view simultaneously. This is what your top view. But make sure you are not supposed to write front view, side view, top view, nor you are supposed to write 40, 40, 40. Simply draw a 30 degree line, draw a 30 degree line. Just you take whatever the value. See, every time you need to calculate using a calculator or you can do it in mind. Whatever the size here should be converted into an isometric. What is the size here is a true length. What is the size you are supposed to take here is isometric length. So if the actual size is 50 millimeter, the isometric length is going to reduce by 40 millimeter. I took only one dimension here. If there are 100 dimensions are coming in a problem, means 100 times you need to convert. So to avoid